It is now 4 o'clock, and I've just come home from the cinema where they were showing Rogue One, a Star Wars story. They were showing it at precisely 1 minute past midnight, because that was the earliest they could possibly show it, because otherwise it would have been the wrong day. So, just as soon as this day, where they're allowed to do the premiere, they instantly, in the first minute of that day, they had three rooms in the cinema dedicated to doing Star Wars, and these 3 rooms, they were pretty full already, which is quite rare that people would get up at midnight to watch movies and then to do so in large groups. It was great. There were large lines in front of the sweet shop, or whatever you call it, where I bought my nachos, and I managed to buy them just in time before the movie started. What an experience. And I think this might be my favorite Star Wars movie so far. I mean, maybe the bar has just been set so low from Force Awakens because of how nonsensical the story in that one was. But I think it's a really good movie, this one, even compared to the other trilogies, which I really loved. So at first I thought that this female protagonist was going to be horrible, just as pig-headed and bitchy as Rey from The Force Awakens. And it really seemed that way, because at first she's in a labor camp of the Empire, and then the rebellion comes to rescue her. And what is the first thing she does when they free her from her shackles? She attacks the rebellion with shovels and beats them up. What the fuck kind of retarded person would do such a thing? The same kind of retarded person that was conjured up by the same idiot who wrote Rey. But luckily, they must have fired that guy right after that scene, because after that she just becomes more and more an actual person who does things that make sense, and through an arc learns to do the right thing. And much less a ridiculous female power fantasy that just beats up men for no reason all the time. And that's great. Maybe we can get over that fucking annoying face of the prepubescent teenage... Wait, is that an oxymoron? No more little girl fantasy Star Wars princesses, please. And I think we probably got past them now. Anyways, yep. After that, the story goes into a very nice direction. Of course, it wouldn't be a Star Wars movie without a droid as a loyal companion. And I like this droid. He doesn't act like a retard, and he doesn't talk like a retard, so he's already automatically better than all the other droids in Star Wars movies. What a great character. And he's black. I like black colored things. If anything should be a color, it should be black. Painted black. He's a really cool droid. Yes, a reprogrammed tactical droid from the Empire. And they had black stormtroopers too. Black armored, that is. No, I'm not talking about race here. And you know shit's real when they bring in the black stormtroopers. Yeah, the white ones, they're just the grunts, but the black stormtroopers, now they're elite. Pretty much like the Green Berets of stormtroopers, right? I really like how this movie fits into the narrative that was set up by the trilogies. Unlike The Force Awakens, which pretty much just copies a piece of the trilogy and then doesn't really do anything other than reliving it piece by piece. This one, however, is just a story by itself, a unique story that hasn't been told in this way, and it fits in. And what's even more interesting is that it's a finished story that isn't part of a trilogy, so that's a great feature for a Star Wars movie. Great, unexpected, fresh breath of air in this franchise. Good stuff. And it even fills in some of the plot holes between the trilogies, such as weaknesses of the Death Star and showing the rebellion from a different viewpoint, because in the original trilogy the rebellion is this dedicated and united force against the Empire, very loyal and very, very strong and lots of resolve. And in this movie we get to see how it was before. A rebellion divided and indecisive, full of actual characters that have their own agendas and different ideas of how to fight the Empire. It makes sense in many ways, and I like it. But, it can't be a new Star Wars movie without a token black guy. Actually, I'm being stupid. Not a new Star Wars movie. It can't be a Star Wars movie without a token black guy. And this token black guy is, I have to say, the worst of them all. I was not impressed by this one. It was just a really weird character. He's like a speech-impaired Darth Vader kind of type, sucking on compressed air as he wasn't able to breathe, just tattered from his previous engagements. And angry. Just like Darth Vader, pretty much, but black. And this time I mean racially black. Imagine that. Yeah, I don't know. They really wrote a poor token black character this time. Unless there's another black character I'm forgetting now. Oh well, but that's fine. Maybe that's a move towards diversity, to be able to have a black character who isn't amazing for once. Maybe that's fine too. Because in Force Awakens, I think the black guy is almost one of the best characters in that one. Definitely one of the most relatable characters. Yeah, the racially black stormtrooper from the Force Awakens. He was a great character. Completely unlike this old parody of Darth Vader type character that we see in this. But not to worry about him. Why am I talking about him? He's not even a major character. And this time we got an Asian Wookiee for once. You may think he's a human with long hair, but he talks like a Wookiee, he behaves like a Wookiee, untempered anger and trigger happy, and very loyal at the end too, just like a real Wookiee. I don't know if people are offended by this or if they're amazed. Oh, sorry if I sound kind of... Yeah, my throat is sore because I was out all night because of Star Wars, and now I didn't drink enough. I only had one little bottle of water in the cinema. Alright, where was I? But there's a real Darth Vader in there. So a really nice Darth Vader, and oh my god, like Grand Moff Tarkin. best character from Star Wars tragically cut short in the original trilogy. What a great performance he is this time. I don't know, they probably couldn't get the real actor, because that guy is probably really old by now, but whoever they found, or if they made him with CGI, he's great. Just amazing to see a slightly younger version of Tarkin being able to to do intrigues to rise to power. It's amazing. I hope those weren't spoilers. Nah, those aren't spoilers. Alright, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. The only complaint that I have about this movie is they've really missed out on the biggest opportunity of all. Pretty much the last opportunity that they could have had to finally realize Darth Jar Binks. There's just no Darth Jar Binks. What a tragedy. Everyone's favorite YouTube Star Wars series of all time, the evil Jar Jar Binks, now forever lost to the brutal writing of Disney. Oh, what a tragedy. He would have been the best. He would have gone up to Luke Skywalker and he would have disarmed him using only his tongue. Would have snatched away his lightsaber with his tongue. It would have been the greatest scene of all time. And now it'll never happen. And it all turned to sadness. Oh god, I swear my voice must be sounding so awful in this recording. I'm sorry. Well, I really better be going to bed right after I edit this video. I sound horrible. Well, go watch Star Wars Rogue One. It's a good movie. It's a good show. And subscribe. Yeah, watch this show. My YouTube show.